Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the Trauma League Telegram. I am your host and creator, Gingerbread. Joined alongside me is my unofficial co-host, Fluctuant.
What's up? What's up?
Today's episode is brought to you by Swordog.com, 2Gs, Swordog2Gs.com. Get your Trauma merch while it's available. The rundown for the day. We have some fun stats that Harley, or Fluctuant, I'm going to call him Harley, but it's Fluctuant, that Harley made for me. Then we have some news. And then we're going to be breaking down Stage 3 playoffs, some clips, and we're going to end with a little fun game time. I did take a sabbatical last week, so we have about 2 weeks worth of matches to go over today, so lots to do. But Harley, tell me about these stats you did.
Yeah, so we went through the stage 3 KD ranking so far for just the
Qualifiers?
stage 3 qualifiers, no playoffs. And I probably should put overall first, but you look at the overall KD leaderboard. You have Blinky and Frost tied with 1.52. Officially, Blinky is first. It was a .02 or .002 difference if you care that much. Myself somehow got third. TF Magic got fourth with the 1.41, and Cunning finished fifth with the 1.39. And then you have all of your three of your game modes. If you look at the hardpoint KDs, myself with the 1.64, Biohazard 1.49, Blinky 1.47, Dilson with the 1.44, and Frost with the 1.4. And S&D, we had some insane numbers. I believe that's a record for a stage S&D KD.
It's
Frost
gotta
dropping a
be.
2.8. It has to be. I mean, uh, Cunning has a 2.26, Smoke with the 1.65, Riv with the 1.62, and Mirage with the 1.62 as well. Officially, Mirage was 0.001 behind. So
Mm.
that one was very close. And then finally for the Overload KDs, Blinky with the 1.7 Overload KD. That's the highest all year. By the hardpoint S&D and Overload leaders, all were the highest this year. So some performances there were made. TF Magic second place with the 1.56. Myself with the 1.44. Frost with the 1.41. And finally Icarus with a 1.35.
Fun stuff. I spent last night updating the stat sheet for playoffs, and oh boy, that took a while. A lot of these KDs are very similar to their playoff ones as well, but we have some breaking news. Last show, we finished Stage 3 qualifiers, headed into playoffs. We had a 3-team trade. New Mexico trades Nifty to Vegas, Vegas trades Notorious to Toronto, and Toronto trades Pacho to New Mexico. 3-team trade for the 3 stars. These 3 teams trying to shake it up. These were the 3 lowest seeds in Stage 3 qualifiers, all looking to shake it up. We'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, Philadelphia signs Wolf 13 the Beast as a coach, and Las Vegas Kings sign Loden as a coach. These all happened between qualifiers and playoffs. This was the bracket. Miami, Tokyo, New York had the 1 through 3 seed. They get the buys, and then of course, 4 through 13 all play each other. These are the matchups. And finally, we start playoffs. Our first match that was played, winners round 1, the 5th seed Pittsburgh Defiance versus the 12 seeded Las Vegas Kings. Pittsburgh wins map 1 by 40. Vegas ices up in round 11 to tie the series. Pittsburgh wins 6-4 on Scar Overload, and they close it out with a dominant, best in the nation, 250 to 106 Hardpoint Colossus. As Blinky and Fluctuant all popped off. Meanwhile, for Vegas, JD and Sonoma tried their best. Blinky's the match MVP with a 1.54 KD, as Johnny and TF Magic duo casted this one.
Yeah, this one was a very interesting game just from a player standpoint. I think Blinky and I kind of just took control of Slang, but Hellboy and Paladin both. We'll talk about them later because they made some huge jumps throughout the stage and just have improved overall as players. But it was an interesting first round. Vegas was interesting to see them, facing them from stage 2 and stage 3, just seeing, what was going on and everything. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, Vegas obviously a top 3 team all year, but the meta switch severely hampered them, as well as a couple other teams we'll talk about later, and just unable to really figure it out. And this is a tough round 1 matchup, but Pittsburgh get it done. Any other closing thoughts?
No, I mean I think this Vegas team's gonna be really good when Champs comes through. They made the trade for Nifty. They kind of looked good after this match with Nifty as well.
That is a
They
factor, right?
they
New player.
yeah. We'll talk about how they lost or how they got eliminated later. That
Well,
was just some insane stuff. But I'm this
spoilers.
is one of the teams. Yeah, spoilers, but one of the teams. I think that they'll be just fine.
Our second match, winners round two, one as well. The sixth seed Seattle Reign versus the 11th seed Toronto Stars. It is a 3-0 for Seattle. They win by 100 map one. They 6-1 them in search. And Overload was close, but a 6-5 victory for Seattle. Riv is your match MVP with a 1.8, while Jodimus tried his best and Fluctuant was the caster for this one. Toronto did have a substitute. Paladin was in for Pacho. Don't think it would have made a difference if they had Pacho in there. Seattle. I mean, Riv is dropping a 1.8 on you. You don't really stand a chance.
Yeah, Riv has completely taken over with the Seattle team, and the Seattle looks just like a completely different team with
They
heart
look
in the
like
fold.
stage one again.
Yeah, they look better than stage one, if I had to say so. But yeah, map one and two were complete blowouts. It wasn't really too close. I think it was. Well, to be fair, I think map one Foss lagged out, and it just kind of was
He
unfortunate from
did,
there.
yes, that is.
And then the Overload Scar was a very fun one to watch and cast, of course. But this Seattle team looks disgusting.
As for Toronto, yeah, you had a map one lag out. It was tied before that, and you had a substitute. Like you can convince yourself this wasn't a bad result. But a 3-0 is a
Right.
3-0. Seattle moves on. As expected, it's a 6 versus 11 seed, but this Toronto team is interested. Next match, Florence Ambition versus Kansas City, the 8-9 seed. Florence, of course, 3-0'd Kansas in Stage 3 qualifiers, and Kansas gets their revenge with a 3-0 of their own. They win 250 to 230, 6-4 S&D, and a 3-2 overload. Bio, M1, and Cunnin all had pop-off maps for Florence, but Pinkson, Waves, and Stratus all had pop-offs as well for Kansas, as Waves ends up as the match MVP with a 1.2 KD, as Fluctuant was the caster for this one.
Yeah, this was. I mean, you can take over most of the commentary. This one was a great match to watch. I think the map one was just a team showcase out of KC, and then Waves and Stratus took over map two and three. But this was a great opening round win if you're on side of KC.
Yeah, the difficult stage for us, the meta switch. One of the obviously we're one of the teams as well as Vegas majorly affected by the meta switch. Been trying to figure it out all stage, and it was a good result. It was a closer series than we wanted, but hey, we got the 3-0. This Florence team is dangerous if they can just find some consistency. Because every other match they're either frying or they're not. So I'm interested to see them at champs for sure. But for Kansas, this was a good win, good start to playoffs. See if they can build off it. Any other thoughts?
No, I mean Florence looked really good to start the stage. They went 2-0, just immediately. A lot of people put them at top three, and
Came
not
back,
really the
yeah,
yeah, not really the ending to,
came
to
back
talk
to
about. That's
reality a
okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
I know their schedules are a little. I don't think they
But
scrim often,
yeah,
but at this
they didn't
point, who
scrim
does?
often. It's a completely new roster as well. Florence, the only like returning member from this
Is
team from
Cunning,
stage two
yeah.
is Cunning. So I think if they get some reps in together before champs, they could make some noise.
Regardless, Kansas moves on. Our fourth winners round one matchup: Boston Bonsai, the 4 seed, versus the 13th seed New Mexico Enchanted, and it's a dominant 3-0. 100-point victory in hardpoint, 6-1 in S&D, and an 8-1 in Overload. Meets Mikey and Magic all having their maps for Boston. Lincoln Turkey tried their best, but Magic ends up as the match MVP with a 1.7 KD as Jodimus gets his first cast of playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this was ugly. I'm not gonna say too much about it. I This was one of the series where I kind of just blinked and it ended really fast. Boston, this was a showcase of how they've been all stage. New Mexico, this was a showcase how they've been all stage as well. I'm maybe the team gets some reps in, maybe they make some trades going to
No, probably
champs,
not.
but Yeah, I don't know. It's a good vibey squad, but right now it's just not looking good.
Yeah, this game just doesn't really suit New Mexico's players, like the play style of Black Ops 7. Because this roster was really good back in MW3. You know, they were a solid team, but in Black Ops 7, they just haven't been able to find consistency. As for Boston, obviously, I mean, this new meta change, they're one of the teams that benefited from this meta change. Holy, obviously the
Yep, and
roster changes between stage 2 and 3, but some of their players, Mikey, of course, love the
yeah,
NPC. They're playing out of their
Mikey,
minds. But I mean, this is
my,
the 4 versus 13 seed. This was always expected, but maybe not as big of a blowout as it was.
right.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to capitalize what you said earlier. Mikey has just taken a huge leap with the sub. I mean, he's one of the best subs in the league right now with the NPC. And Meats has had some insane moments at for a 3-star as well. So I mean, this Boston team is very good now.
I'm intrigued to see their run in playoffs here. Our finals winners round 1 matchup, as there are 5 of them. Philadelphia Fury versus Los Angeles Reloaded. The 7th seed Philly, the 10th seeded LA. And it's a 3-0 for the side of Philadelphia Fury, but it's a close one. 250, 242, a 6-2 S&D, and then a 3-2 Overload victory. As a thing to note, 2 substitutes in. Smoke was out for Philadelphia, JD comes in. Sentio was out for LA, Foss came in to substitute, so kind of a fugazi match, but regardless, Philadelphia Space and JD had their way. Frost and Foss tried their best as Frost dropped 53 on map 1 for the L. Hilarious. As JD is the match MVP with a 1.56, as Fluctuant, you were again the caster of this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to stir any drama, but I do think that this series could have been different if Smoke were playing and not JD were subbing. Um, just off the back that JD dropped a 1.6, which
I
is
mean,
just this.
you're pretending like Smoke isn't also really good.
Smoke's really good, but JD dropped the 1.6. I don't know if Smoke's done that in a while, so like
Yeah, if Smoke drops a
that's just
1.3, that it is different.
yeah. So I mean, that's just all hypotheticals and stuff though. So it's whatever.
I mean, LA got Foss though, to be fair.
Goblin, yeah, that is true. That is also true. Goblin and Tali have just taken. I know they're not in the. Yeah, no, I too just had in chat. Foster Sensio is a big upgrade as well. So, anyways, let me go quick.
Big upgrade.
Goblin and Tali have been huge for the Sphere squad so far all playoffs, as we're going to talk about later as well. This was a great match just to cast. Yeah, no, the Scar was just so fun to watch, man. Like, and cast as well. Like, that was just so close. But yeah, I mean, like, this was a great series. I think this is a series that LAR really needed just to have like a close competitive one.
It's been a tough year for the LA Reloaded. But Philly get it done. Philadelphia, such a sleeper team every stage. I don't know why. The disrespect to them was crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We move on to winners round 2. Miami Mafia, the 1 seed, versus the 9 seed Kansas City. And golly, I hated making this slide. Miami Mafia win 3-2. Casey comes out, win maps 1 dominantly. Miami responds with the S&D victory. Kansas wins Overload by 1. It's 250, 244, bang out on Sake. Miami ices up. And then Miami 6-2 S&D on Den to win the series. As Chaotic, Icarus, Sin, and Kaze all have their maps for Miami. Meanwhile, it's the Waves and Stratus show, but Icarus ends up as the match MVP with a 1.33 KD, as Jodamus and Jolteon with the duo cast.
Yeah, and also don't sell yourself short. You had a great Gridlock as well. It was actually disgusting watching that. This was a great series. I think, is this the only series that went map 5? No, there was another one. Sorry.
There's a lot more that went 5, trust me. Literally all of losers round 2 went to 5.
That is true.
All
that
4
is true.
of them. Spoiler, shout out.
But this was just like, it was a like, I literally thought I was seeing KC stage 1 again watching this, because Miami, I've said it many times on here as well, that I think that they're the best team in the league. And if they don't win stage 3 and champs, it's a failed season. Like that's just the expectations I have because everyone on this team can shoot. It says it in no performance as well. Yeah, everyone on your team shows up there. You know, like Tej first one, Icarus 2 and 3, Dill fourth, Kaze five. The team is disgusting, and I think the sake was so close to. We don't have to talk about it, but it was just a great series overall.
I'm still bitter about the sake because I was hard blocking the back, and I moved. I think like a toenail over the threshold to not block anymore, and they
And they
flipped.
spawned in the
Yeah,
back.
it was
Yeah,
and like that lost us the map, and I'm still not over it. Uh, the other day Casey, we are slowly figuring it out. This was a frustrating loss, but I mean Miami is a super team, and that's just it is what it is. Hell of a series. Welcome to playoffs. I have any other comments, Felix?
no, I think that'll be it for this one. I mean, the Waves really had it was a little slow to start on some matches that we've seen, but he popped off all
He
playoffs. He's been
Waves
great.
has had a rough stage 3. The new meta
Yeah,
swap has also kind of messed with him, as him and
but
I are
he
really out of sync. Which is like this new meta is just it's been really weird for us, man.
yeah
We just still can't figure it out.
he had
But
an absolute vintage series though, so
he had an
credits to him for
incredible
that.
series. But yeah, he didn't. He only played in like one qualifier match as well, so we've
That's
really
right.
been out of sync. But enough about KC. Miami wins. They move on. Uh, Shout out. Winners round 2, New York versus Seattle. Winners round 2. The 3 seed New York, the 6 seed Seattle. This is a winners final from stage 1 rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle wins
Yep.
250, 230 on Sake. New York responds with a 6-3 fringe victory. Seattle wins 5-4 technically. They won in overtime. They capped faster. They both scored 4, but Seattle capped faster, so they get the 5 in air quotes. And then Seattle closes out Den Hardpoint 250 215 to win the series 3-0. Hart, Buki, and Riv all had pop offs for Seattle. Meanwhile, Johnny, Grace, and Mirage all had pop offs for New York. Riv ends up as the match MVP with a 1.3 KD. Is Big J, Jodimus with another cast.
Yeah, this was
What a series.
yeah, this was a series. This was a nail biter, except for map 2. That overload din. I thought New York had it I think they capped at the minute 19, and I was like, oh, it's
Yeah, and
fine. New
Seattle
York
capped at
won.
like
And then
55 or
Seattle
something.
yep, that was just insane. Seattle just looks like a different team. They were the meme of Overload. They couldn't win an Overload to save their lives in stage 2, and
Yeah.
now it's like they're a favorite in every Overload. It feels like. As I said earlier, Hart has been a huge pickup for this squad. He's given them the pace that they've desperately needed. Went 33-21 on Sake, nonetheless, as a sub, which is impressive.
Yeah.
Um, and then Riv, once again, as I said, he stepped it up completely this stage, and he went crazy map 3 and 4.
Yo, speaking of the meta change, bro, Riv and Hart. Holy.
Yeah,
uh
Riv and Hart have just taken advantage of that and ran with it.
yeah, and that's the game, but yeah, the Seattle ranked team, we always knew they were good, but I think we all kind of forgot because the stage 2 was really bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean in playoffs they're showing up against the 3 like New York. This is a hell of a match. Meanwhile, New York obviously they're weird right now. They've been weird. I know they were the 3 seed, but knowing that team, they've been a little out of sync, and they were out of sync this match, I think. Or maybe just Riv went sicko mode. I don't know. But that's this winners round 2 match. Next match. Oh, Boston Bonsai versus Pittsburgh
Oh
Defiance.
man.
What a close 3-0. As Pittsburgh win 250 249 on Sake. They win 6-3 Scar S&D. They win 5-4 Scar Overload to win the series 3-0. Pittsburgh did have a substitute. Paladin was out. Grace Wolf was in. Doesn't matter though. They pull off the 3-0. Why? Because Blinky drops a 1.24 KD. As Flux and Blinky have their maps for Pittsburgh. Salio, Mikey, and Magic had their moments to shine, but Jonimus, while casting this, Pittsburgh gets the 3-0. You played in it. Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
that map one was insane. I don't know if I have it clipped. I may not have it clipped. I might have to clip it so we can show it later.
It's
That
not
was
clipped.
insane. Um, Hellboy, we're going to last rotation P1. Hellboy gets on time and contests for 5 seconds straight somehow. I thought it was over. I literally put my controller down at P2, and then he's like, "I'm good, boys. I got it." And then Hill pops, and we just string 15 seconds and win. That was probably I didn't even get to watch it obviously as I played, but it's probably the like just the best hard point to watch. And then S&D, we've struggled all year on S&D, and we just took advantage of it, I guess. And then Overload Scar was very back and forth. Um, we got outslayed like crazy on the respawns, except map three. I think map three, like we all kind of did good on the slaying department. Boston's a great team. I was fully expecting this one to go the distance at minimum, but as you can see, it was a 3-0.
Yeah, this is the 4 and 5 seed. This should be a close seed, and it was. It was an incredibly close 3-0. But I mean, it is what it is for Boston. It literally two kills go differently. You know, you're up 2-1, right? I mean, it's a one-score game on both respawns. So lot to hold your head high on. But for Pittsburgh, they get it done. Shout out. Boston falls to losers. I'm excited to see their run with this new roster. Winners round two again. A lot of matches. The 2 seed Tokyo Storm versus the 7th seed Philadelphia Fear. Tokyo wins 250 to 180 on Scar Hardpoint. They win a round 11 gridlock. Philadelphia responds with a 5-3 overload, technically. We'll talk about it. And Tokyo dominates on gridlock hardpoint. They win by 90. The Storm 3-1. I2, Kaz, and Savage had pop-offs for Tokyo. Philly, Goblin Space, and Smoke tried. But Kaz is the match MVP with a 1.31. That is purely off KD. He had like 20 less kills for a very important reason we'll
Yeah.
talk about. But pure KD, I gave it to Kaz. As a Fluctuant, you were the caster of this one.
Yeah, this was a brilliant map to watch and cast as well. I mean, this that Search and Destroy gridlock was cinema.
Insane.
Um, it was just insane. 2v4, technically a 1v4 round 11 from Kaz no, in it. It was him and Mark, but
Technically, yeah.
Mark was out of the play on all 4 kills, so Kaz just went absolutely crazy. And I guess he sacrificed his PC or his Wi-Fi or something to do that because map 3, he lags out about 2 minutes into the game. And, just to set the record, normally in an overload, you end it at half and you resume once the person connects. The host did not end. I don't
The
know who it was
host
in
who was
Philadelphia, but
on a Philadelphia player.
Yeah, did not end when you're supposed to. Um, so just for future reference for anyone who does host matches, make sure you end overloads at half if there's a disconnect. So there was some drama there, of course. Tokyo felt a type of way. I would too if I was on Tokyo. And then they just say, you know what, screw it, bro, let's go to gridlock and let's just stomp it out. So this Tokyo team is just disgusting, though, man. I mean, you see it there. Zuni's their best player, and he doesn't have a single notable performance. I2 has been crazy with the NPC. I think this NPC meta has just
He's
absolutely
been
benefited the
on.
squads.
There's other
Yeah,
matches later with Tokyo. He's been insane.
he's just been crazy. And Kaz and 21 have been great all year. Kaz is one of the more underrated 4 stars in the league, and Savage himself. There's a lot of talk about best 3.5s and
He
Tolly and
shouldn't even
Icarus.
be
And
a 3.5, to be honest.
well, Savage has been performing just as good as those two, So this Tokyo squad's great.
Yeah, but Philadelphia, obviously, the hard points don't go your way. But 2 and 3 were close. So things to hold your head high on, I guess. But Tokyo pretty much dominate this 3-1. They move on. Philadelphia into losers. It's a grind session, losers. We start though in losers
Mm-hmm.
round 1. The 12 seeded Vegas Kings is the 13th seeded New Mexico Enchanted, and the Kings 3-0 as the higher seed. They win by 150 on hardpoint. They 6-3 them on search. They 7-2 them on overload. New Mexico did have a sub. A DJ was out. Goblin comes in, but unfortunately, him and Link Neck Link Hunter as the notable performances for New Mexico. But Sonoma and Entity for Vegas, as Entity ends up as the match MVP with a 1.5 KD.
Yeah.
Before Sonoma yells at me, I'm pretty sure Vic just had like 10 less deaths than Sonoma. So he got
They had to
KD
say.
wise, he got it, but Sonoma has the notable performances,
I think
obviously.
Sonoma had three more kills than Entity. I
Yeah,
think
but
Sonoma
like
only had
10
three map
less,
two,
like
but
a couple more
yeah,
deaths, I believe. So it's a whole
it was a
double win.
tie. It was a tie if I've ever seen one. But
Yeah, I
anyways,
gave it to Ent to piss off Sonoma. It is what it
statement game from Las Vegas, if I have to say so myself. This was just a great showing, kind of a revenge game for Nifty,
is. It
facing his
was,
old
yeah.
squad. Goblin
He
came
got
in
traded like
as
an hour before a match.
yeah. So I mean, like definitely sort of a revenge game for Nifty, but I mean, he himself said in his interview that it was just like kind of bitter to do that. But Vegas, I mean, it's just I don't know if this was just a Vegas showing or if it was just showing a disparity between the 12 seed and 13 seed in terms of like the talent level. You do have a sub if you're New Mexico, but Goblin has been great, so I don't know. Um, but this was the series where I was like, I think Vegas is back.
Almost like a tune-up game, you think, right?
Yeah,
It's been a tough stage for them, so just dominate a lesser team, get your mind right, and they did it here. As New Mexico is officially eliminated from Stage 3 playoffs, they will finish 13th. Vegas moves on, and we have some nail-biting series to break down next. Losers round 2. Oh boy. The ninth seed Kansas City versus the 11th seed Toronto Stars. Toronto wins map 1 by 30. They win 6-4 on Fringe S&D. KC roars back with a 5-1 overload victory. They dominate map 4 by 150, but Toronto 6-4 gridlock S&D victory. The Stars stop the reverse sweep. They win the series 3-2. As Pink, Waves, and Ginger had their moments for KC, but Foss, Sid, and Cunnin went absolutely sicko mode. As Jonimus out, Cunnin substitutes in, drops a 1.08 as Entity is the caster for this one. Kansas
yeah,
City
and
eliminated.
there was a little bit of drama around this one
Yeah,
with
tell
the
me about it.
whole Jot being subbed out for Cunning whole thing. I won't spread any drama or anything. Think that what you will though. Ultimately, I mean, Foss and Sid went crazy. That Cunning's not the reason that those guys went crazy. Map 1, 2, and 3. Map 1 of Colossus was a bang out, as you can see. It was just a great series to watch in general. I think the gridlock was very close and interesting as well. But a fun fact: Sid sets the S&D kill record for Toronto Stars in Map 2, and Cutting ties it immediately Map 5 as well. So, I mean, other than that, though, I mean, it's just I feel like KC definitely got the short end of the stick. They had to face Miami round 2, and then they had to face some sub cheese, I guess you can call it,
That's what
in
I
the
would
losers
call it,
round.
yes.
Um, but other than that, I mean, yeah, that's all I got to say on it.
Yeah, we felt they got to upgrade at the sub uh, because they did. And then, I mean, from my point of view, like, maps 1 and 2 was a bad server for me, and then the rest of the series, it was good. So, like, for me, I just chalk map 1 up to a bad server. And then maps 2 and 5, I mean, we got fucking 1v4'd, right? Like, there's not much you can do there. This was a tragic series from Kansas. Uh, just from my point, it felt like we got sub cheesed and then server cheesed. But that's COD for you. Obviously, Sid and Foss went sicko mode for Toronto, and that's kind of what it came down to. They went sicko mode. It's not Goblin, Goblin, Goblin. That's he went 15-5 on map 5. But yeah, I don't know. That's just what it felt like for me. Toronto won. Shout out, C'est la vie. Kansas eliminated. top 12 as Toronto Stars move on. Any other closing thoughts?
No, I mean, yeah, you kind of encapsulated everything I think about it.
Yeah, KC has an off day. We're eliminated. We go to champs. Shout out. Toronto moves on. They had an on day. It's pretty much what it came down to. Uh, Next losers round 2 match. The 4 seed Boston Bonsai versus the 10 seed Los Angeles Reloaded. Some more sub cheese. Fluctuant in for Nathan. Who let that happen? Boston allows it. They go up 1-0 with a 50-point victory on Hardpoint. And then with 6-2 them on S&D, 2-0 series lead, and LA roars back 5-4 double overtime overload win, I believe.
Yep.
Then they dominate Colossus 250-86. That's the first 100-point club I've seen in a while, but not the last. Luckily, though, Boston stopped the reverse sweep attempt. They 6-3 on Fringe S&D to win this series 3-2. The Bonsai move on. LA is eliminated top 12. Mikey and Magic had, it's really just the Magic show, but Mikey went 11-5 map 2. And for LA, Frost and Fluctuant and Sentio had their moments, but Magic drops a 1.7 KD
Yeah,
as
man.
he also sets the overload record with 58 kills in that, again, like double overtime game. It was unbelievable. And Notorious casted this one.
Yeah, this was a banger to play.
This
I
was at
mean,
the
this was
same
so
time
fun.
as KC
Uh-huh. It
Toronto,
was the
was it?
same time.
Two
So,
back to
yep. So
back
it's
kind of just like
map
incredible
fives
game
back to
five,
back.
like
Yep.
reverse sweep attempts, questionable substitutions, like hell of a hell of
Yeah,
a
I
series.
mean, this was an absolute fun one just to take a part in. Interesting, change of pace going from Pitt to LAR here. Oh, it was during Vegas Philly. That's what it was during. Yeah, Vegas Philly. Um. Anyways, yeah. I mean, this was kind of fun. This is my first time getting to play with Frost and Cintio and Fat Boy King, so it was kind of fun just getting to go with them. Boston is just an elite team. So like, I feel like all four of those players, it was just hard to come across one sometimes. Overload was a fun one, as you said. It went to double OT. I believe Boston got out to a 2-0 lead in the first half, and the second half we bounced back to go 4-4. I ended up winning 4-5, of course. Colossus was just an absolute bang out. I think Devin and I both went 30 and 16.
You went 30 and
Um,
15, but I gave
I
it
went
to
30 and
Frost because
15.
he's the actual player. You're the
Yeah, yeah,
substitute.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. We had the same amount of time as well. We were joking about that. He just died one more time. And then, of course, if I learned how to play Search and Destroy, maybe the series goes differently. I'm just a very bot in Search and Destroy.
It's because
But
you're away from FTP. You know?
that's true. Mr. Hellboy is a great shot caller. We'll talk about him later. But yeah, I mean TF Magic, bro. This dude is just 150 kills, 1.7 KD, 58 kills in the overload. It was just like he was everything for this team, which is crazy. Because all Sage Long, it kind of felt like the whole Boston team as a whole would take turns going crazy, but this series was different. This was his shit.
I,
Like
I
he just popped off.
I was told by Magic himself that people think he's the worst 6-star. And I'm like, what
Which
do you
I think
mean?
is absurd, by
Jodimus
the way.
exists. Anyways, but Magic said, no, I'm not. Drops 150 kills.
Yeah, this was a statement series by Magic. I mean, you said it. A lot of people are kind of writing him off, which I think he's a top 3 6 star. We won't go into that conversation right now, though, but maybe a little bit of bias there. Anyways, yeah, I mean, just a great series. If you didn't get to watch it, I'd go back and watch it, especially the Overload. Overload was just so fun.
To be fair, it's a statement series against the 10th seed, but I guess it is a pack a punch 10th seed.
Maybe.
What a series, though. We move on. LA's are eliminated. Boston moves on. Losers round 2. New York Reapers versus Florence Ambition. Florence do have a substitute. Jula Chief is out. Kaze is in. New York, though, dominate map 100 by 100. They dominate map 2. Florence responds with a 5-4 overload victory, only for New York to dominate map 4 again. And I forgot the Florence stats. That's awkward.
Oh no.
I don't feel bad. Don't care. Mirage, Johnny, and Connor all had pop-off moments, but Connor is the match MVP with a 1.16. As Fluctuant and Magic were the casters of this one. Nice little duo cast. Can't believe I
Yeah.
forgot the stats. That's embarrassing. I made this at like
I
4 a.m. last night. It's on me,
I
gang.
don't think there's anything too notable on the side of Florence. I think it was just like a team diff at this point.
I know. No, Bio. I remember. Bio went 36 and 26. Map
He did
one.
have a great map one. He had a huge map
Cunnin went
one.
7 and 7, I believe, on map two, and then map three. Bio and Cunnin both went 32 and like 20, and then map three they both went 30 and 30, roughly. So that's what
Yeah.
the stats would have been. It would have been Cunnin and Bio going like 30 and 30 every map, basically.
And once again, you had a sub here for Florence for the 3.5s. I think they've had more subs than actual games together, so you could also chalk it up to that. I think Florence got the shortest end of the stick out of everyone in the tournament.
Yeah, you had to play KC, Find and Form, and then New York. Like
And
that's
you had to face the 3 seeded losers round two. It is just like that's just so unfortunate. It's kind of a statement game from New York, I guess. Everyone kind of takes turns going crazy. Mirage goes off map one. Kanaje goes 2 and 4. And Johnny had himself a great exposure as well. But this was a fun one. I nothing too surprising here. New York kind of showing that yes, we are still a top team in the league.
I'm really intrigued to see Florence because yeah, they got a tough schedule. Uh,
Yeah, they had a
Playing
tough one,
KC in
man.
New York is insane, but maybe we're overrating KC with our recent run of form. But hey, it doesn't matter. They might be my team to watch for champs, but New York get it done. Florence Ambition eliminated from Stage 3 playoffs, and we move on to our finals losers round 2 match. Oh my god! Philadelphia Fear, the 7 seed versus the 12 seed Vegas Kings, and it's a game 5 bang
Man.
out.
Oh
Philadelphia
man.
wins map 1 by 35. Vegas responds with a 6-3 S&D on Fringe. They win map 3 as well, 4-1, dominate Overload. Philly responds with a 50-point win on Gridlock to force game 5, and they win game 5 round 11 to win the
Do we want to
series 3 to
do we
2.
want to show the clip now? You might as well, right? You might as well show it now.
How did they win round 11? We'll show you right here.
Do not know if this is going to be. You are on the side of Philly, actually. Interesting or not. Goblin does have the deep pinch. Tully does have the close. It looks like they're going to quad hit though. Oh my god! Oh my god! I haven't spoken that loud all day. And what looked like a promising round. Oh my god. They just have to play the bomb. Vic is on it. And Phil.
Shades of Nathan. Shades of Nathan. And I'm gonna be the first one to defend Nifty here because if you go back and watch the clip from his POV, that was some bullshit. That should not. Some insane physics bullshit happened right there.
Did it like bank off
But
the glass and like didn't break it or
it
something?
no, it kind of hit off his teammate and it rolled back to Nifty and it somehow just shot forward and killed his teammates. Like there was no reason it did what it did. I'd have to go back and find
Unfortunately,
it,
some
honestly.
weird physics, and the Vegas Kings are cursed. Happens to them twice. How is that possible? But for Philly, Smoke and Tolly had pop-off moments, but Smoke is the match MVP due to his respawn. But Tolly is popping off for Philly as well. For Vegas, JD's Sonoma and Entity tried. Jodimus was the caster for this one. Vegas Kings eliminated. Philadelphia Fear move on, but like, what a series, man.
I didn't get to watch it because I was playing at this time, but yeah, I mean, just got to feel bad for Vegas. Nothing went their way to stage 3, and we all know what they're capable of. Just really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe they just need to figure out their hard points, I guess. But maybe it's just Philly, such a good slaying team. Vegas just
Yeah.
couldn't keep up. But I mean, they won. They almost Neslo. They were one grenade away from Nesloing. To be fair, But
Hmm.
say la vie, the Kings are eliminated. Philadelphia moves on, but Vegas will be back for champs. We move on to winners round three. Miami Mafia, the 1 seed, versus the 5th seed Pittsburgh Defiance. Miami dominates map one. They're the Mafia. They're the stage two champs for a reason. Dominate 251-31. But Pittsburgh wakes the fuck up. 6-2 search and destroy win, a 5-4 overload win, and 250-209 hardpoint. Gentleman's sweep. Pittsburgh Defiance wins 3-1. Miami Mafia fall to losers. While for Miami, Icarus and Sin tried their best. Blinky and Paladin map one, despite the rough scoreline. Paladin actually top fragged for Pittsburgh, which is either a really good thing or a really bad thing. And unfortunately for this one, it was really bad, as Blinky is the match MVP with a 1.32, as Jonimus was the caster for this one.
Is it a stretch to call this the biggest upset all year?
No, stage one Miami were the 1 seed and they got DFR'd.
That's okay. You're absolutely right. Okay. Um. Yeah. Wow. I would be lying if I said I expected this result. I was expecting it to be competitive. Um. But this is just. I don't know. Maybe I'll tell you this. We haven't really talked about Hellboy too much. Hellboy has made some insane strides in terms of calming, in terms of hitting routes. Like, he's moving, he takes up so much space. I have nothing but confidence to give that guy. He's probably had, honestly, like, in terms of just play style, the biggest jump in the league from stage 2 to stage 3. Paladin came into this game ready to go. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about Miami real quick, because I don't want to glaze my team. Icarus with an excellent performance. And just to address the elephant in the room, there was controversy around this series. Icarus was put on the console.
Was he though?
He chose to go on the console.
I didn't see proof of that. I
To
don't believe it.
he did go on console. He was on console. I'll give you that. And I also give credit to Icarus because he shut everyone up on console. The dude went crazy map one. I couldn't kill him. No one could kill him. He still went crazy map two or map four and map two. He shut a lot of people up, myself included, and I think he deserves a lot of credits and kudos for that. So credit to Icarus. I think if I had to say anything on Miami, I think we gotta chalk it up to just I think I don't know. I think we came to play. Pittsburgh kind of the number one thing that we've had all stage is a lot of people said it was a 1v4. This series did not help it.
No, it did not.
But I think a lot of it, like myself, Hellboy, and Paladin, kind of took that to heart, and I think now we're in winners finals. So
I believe Sin and Chaotix both went neg this series, which didn't. But like they were like almost even. They dropped like
Mhm.
0.98s or whatever, but obviously you need those two to step up a little bit, and they were unable to against Blinky and Fluctuant. But they're still alive. This was a winners round for a reason.
And I'll say this before we go on to the next one is that I 100% anticipate playing Miami again, whether it be in champs or loser finals. Like this team will figure it out. This team's very good.
I think they had one like mediocre match.
Yeah, I agree.
Winners round three as well. Tokyo, the 2 seed versus the 6 seed Seattle. And speaking of incredible teams, Tokyo 3-0. It's a 60-point win. It's a 6-3 S&D win, and it's a 6-5. It was a close overload, but the Storm. I mean, actually, that's only a 6-5 because of a lag out, unfortunately. But a 3-0 is a 3-0. As I2 and Kolzuni for Tokyo popping off. Paradise, Rib, and Buki all had their moments for Seattle, as Fluctuant was the caster, but Isaiah is the match MVP with a 1.34 KD. The Storm, and man, everyone's talking about Miami and what a super team they are, and like
Yeah.
Blinky's like 1v4 for Pittsburgh, and like Tokyo's just here, bro. They're right there. And I feel like we never talk about them.
I feel like I'm the only one who talks about Tokyo because I think this team is just elite as well. I mean, a lot of people they kind of go under the radar a little bit, especially considering like they
I
literally
think
were.
because there's no controversy around them.
There
Well,
was a little
minimal.
controversy this game. This game, there's a little bit of controversy. We'll
Well,
talk about it
yeah,
in a
but like
second.
it's a lot.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. They're a very under radar team, like the players themselves. Like they don't draw a controversy. I agree with you.
Well, I mean, I too do. I just kind of mean because a lot of the other teams, like Miami, is misstarred, and then Vegas was misstarred in stage one. KC had Stratus, who was not a base 5, and then Seattle. Like a lot of teams make more noise, and then Tokyo. I mean, maybe Zune's half a star wrong. He maybe should be a 6, but like they're not. They're kind of like they're not misstarred really, and they don't make noise that a lot of other teams make. So for whatever reason, they're under the radar, but their play is not. They're in winners
yeah, I mean,
final now.
this was a great series overall. The din was back and forth. Actually, I think Seattle had like a 70-point lead at one point, and then Tokyo just hit the gas pedal and ended it. S&D, kind of an interesting. I thought it was going to be a little closer in the S&D department with like Riv leading that team, but it was not. And then Overload Scar, very unfortunate circumstances. Seattle has the lead. It's 5-4, and then Paradise lags out with 45 seconds left. It's yeah. I mean, I'm about to say yeah. I think I do agree that maybe Tokyo is a little bit misstarred, perhaps, but you could make the argument that 21 should probably be a 4-star. Zuni could
His
be a 6-star,
internet keeps him from
and
being a 4. Though.
even then, I mean, like he's still putting up numbers better than a lot of 4s, And I2 has also been playing lights fucking out this stage.
Yeah, because
He's
he's
playing.
NPC made, bro. Like it's not.
He's playing great though. You can't really say anything too much. You
I
see
just
no
think in
performances.
terms of like the misstarred teams, Tokyo are like the least offensive. That's the thing. Like if you
I
want
guess.
to talk about that, to be honest, like they're the least offensive like just some of the other teams this year, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I2, you went from a 1 KD to like a 1.4 between stages, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I agree with you, Buki.
Anyways, but the Storm dominant. Any other closing thoughts?
No, I2 dominant showcase. Zuni had a great search and destroy. 1.34 versus a team that I personally think is creeping into the top 4 category is very impressive.
Shout out. We move on to our second to last match of this recap. Losers round 3, Boston Bonsai versus Toronto Stars, the 4 seed versus 11 seed. And Boston came to play. They win 250-217. They win 6-2 on S&D, and they win a 4-3 Den. Mikey, Salio, and Tolly. Tolly? That's right, Meats was out and Tolly subs in?
Yeah, I don't know how
and for Toronto,
Boston...
Jot, Sid, and Foss tried their best. Jay Johnny was the caster. As Mikey is the match MVP with a 1.11 KD. And I just want to yell at Toronto real quick. You allowed Tolly?
that is fucking criminal. If you look at all the subs so far in playoffs, I think you can justify it. Myself or Nathan, we're both 4.5, so it's fair. Cunning, technically on paper, is 5.5. Jot's a 6, so by star method, I guess that's fair. But you allow
the one
Boston,
rule is that 6 stars are hard stuck with 3s.
You're right.
And Toronto, or specifically Notorious, because I talked to Sid. Sid was talking to Magic, but then Notorious started DMing Magic, so Magic ignored Sid and talked to Notorious. And Notorious just allowed that shit without talking to his team. And he allows a 3.5 to go with
well,
the
it's not
6,
just any
right?
3.5. It's like
you allow
a 3.5.
He's like a top 2 3.5.
He's playing. It's basically a 4-star for a 3-star, if I'm being honest. Tolly's a 4-star at minimum. He could even be a 4.5, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Now, okay, if I'm being fair, I don't think it changes the result of the series.
I don't know. Those the respawns were close, man.
They were, but I don't know if it really changes too much. But
Tully also
That's just
top fragged
crazy,
Matt, and he was
man.
only like 5 kills behind on the map 1 too. Like, bro, I know meat's is good, but like, fuck.
Yeah,
Tully
I
went
don't
like
agree with
nine
it.
and six on the S&D. Like, brother,
I don't know how he got away with that. I really don't know.
Toronto like this. They beat KC and develop an ego. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I don't know what happened there. Um, I could agree with you, Mookie. I would still think Boston wins regardless, though.
It
I just
was
think
it
the
was a
team comp for
close
Boston's
series
better.
for Toronto, regardless. So you gotta feel good heading into champs at least. Like your squad is good, but holy, you had a losers run kind of gifted to you potentially, and you really just shot yourself in the foot for no reason.
Yeah.
As for Boston, yeah, like Magic didn't have Magic had a fine series. Like they were dead to rights. Magic doesn't hard carry. Like you're good. And, doesn't matter. Toronto eliminated top 8 as Boston Bonsai move on in this losers bracket run. Any other thoughts, man?
I think it's worth noting that Toronto finishing top 8 is good for this squad. I think a lot of people kind of writ them off for stage 3, considering how they started. And I think a top eight's not something to be frowned upon if you're going to champs for Toronto.
We move on to our final match of the recap here. The 3-seeded New
Yeah.
York Reapers, the 7th-seeded Philadelphia Fear, losers round 3, and Philadelphia, holy. I believe there was some server cheese map 1, but regardless, it's 250 to 69. Curb stomp on map 1.
Nice.
They win round 11, map 2. New York responds with a 5-3 overload victory, but Philadelphia closes out a 250-239 bang out hard point to win this series 3-1. Tolley hard carries Philadelphia. Smoke was there for map 2. And for New York, it was Connor and Johnny, as Jonimus was the caster for this one, and Tolley is the match MVP with a 1.42.
Yeah, I mean that's a 3.5, by the way.
Yeah.
That's just
Well, he
crazy,
was
man.
host for whatever reason, and they refused to give it up. I don't
But
know.
dude, he was only host map 1, and he's still way crazy map 3 and map 4. So I can't really bank on that excuse too much. And not only that, Goblin. I also think Goblin was right there neck to neck with Tully. I think they 1.4 and 4 difference. Yeah, exactly. It's a very impressive showcase, man. I think Goblin went crazy as well this series. I know map 1 he was neck and neck with Tully. I think what we saw was just Smoke and Space kind of doing the dirty work, letting Goblin and Tully just shoot their gun. And if that's happening, this Philadelphia team could just make an absolute run, man. On the side of New York, kind of an unfortunate way to go out. You know, the 3 seed, you finished T8. I think is that the worst finish for them?
New York,
They
yes.
were they were third stage 1. I think T4 or fourth stage 4.
Yes, they were third and fourth,
Okay,
stage
stage
1
2.
and 2, respectively.
I mean, I don't know. It's a little concerning about map 1, but besides that, like it was close. Like the S&D went to round 11, and the Scar was by 10 points. So you got Tully and Goblin on arguably their best series all stage or all season. Honestly, like if you look at the KDs, both of them just went absolutely insane, and you still made it a very contestable series. So I wouldn't be too upset if I'm New York. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you had a bad day. You lose around 11. You arguably get host fucked map 1, and like that's the series, right? It is what it is. Welcome to trauma. But yeah, Tully in Philadelphia absolutely popped off. So silver linings for New York and Philadelphia. They're heating up on this losers run, man. They look good.
Yeah, they look great.
But that's it for the recaps. This is the updated bracket. In winners final, we have Tokyo and Pittsburgh. And in losers round 4, Miami versus Philly is going to feed families. As well as Seattle versus Boston.
Yeah, I trying to speak from an unbiased POV because obviously I still have stake in this. I think Seattle Boston's going to be an absolute bang out. I think if you're Philly, It's gonna. I mean, there's two ways it can go. You're catching Miami on the first loss in 10 stages, so you might be trying to make a statement game. But on the side of Philly, this could just be a trap game for Miami because Philly has been absolutely shooting. So I think that one's gonna be absolutely insane. Pitt versus Tokyo. A lot of people are already writing off Pitt, just what I've heard in chat. Just like how a lot of people wrote off Pitt versus Miami. So just be careful with that. Just be careful with that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very excited for that matchup, though. We faced stage 2 playoffs and they 3-0'd us, but I was out. Like I couldn't play that series, so. But this this might be the most interesting like final 6 we've had in a while.
I mean, it's literally the top 7 seed. It's really just New York not there, but like it's the six.
Yeah.
It's basically the top 6 seeds from qualifiers. I mean, that happened last stage too, but it's a different top 6 than I think a lot of people would have expected. So actually, there's a lot of champs implications we'll talk about in a minute here.
And I do believe all 3 matches are happening tomorrow. I could be
I've
wrong.
seen nothing in the announcements chat yet. So
I know Miami Philly's happening tomorrow.
Not in the announced yet, so I don't know.
Sure.
And this is the stage 3 standings. New Mexico finished 13th. Florence, Vegas, LA, and Kansas finished top 12 or top 9, or whatever Vic calls it. I don't care. And top 8 is Toronto and New York. We shall see who fills out these next 2 spots in the next coming days. These are the current champs standings, and this is where the earlier implications are really interesting. New York being eliminated are now hard stuck at 185. Pittsburgh, with their win against Miami the other night in winners round 3, they pass Kansas.
Oh, wow.
Who are also hard stuck being eliminated at 145. So Pittsburgh are chasing down the 3 seed. And considering you're in winners final, if you win, you're guaranteed a spot in finals. I think if you lose in finals, then like you might be 5 points back or tied. But if you lose and then you go through losers and get to finals, I think you can pass them. I don't know the actual math, but basically Pittsburgh are chasing New York here, and because they're in winners final, they have a chance to pass them for the bye heading into champs. So Pittsburgh, really fortunate that New York got eliminated. Pittsburgh, they're foaming at the mouth here, but also foaming at the mouth. Seattle and Philly are only 10 and 15 points back of Kansas. And of course, they're both still alive, while Kansas is hard eliminated. And at the same time, Boston is chasing down Vegas for the 8 seed. As Boston's still in it, Vegas eliminated, so they're trying to get... Because if they, I think... Unless Boston gets like 3rd or something, or higher, like they're fighting for the 8 seed. They're fighting for home against Vegas, basically, for champs. Is what they're playing for at this point. So lots to play for Boston, Philly, and Seattle, all chasing down 2 teams who were eliminated in KC and Vegas for better seeding, and Pittsburgh is chasing New York for the bye. Obviously, Miami and Tokyo are fighting for the 1 seed, but the bye is the bye, right? Like, they're all locked in for those. But obviously, the 1 seed matters. And also, with Toronto's upset against KC, they are kind of locked in 12 seed. So that's, LA is locked in at last. Florence couldn't catch New Mexico, unfortunately, with their losers round loss to New York. So like that could have been interesting. A lot of implications were up, and we are now left with Pittsburgh chasing the 3 seed. Seattle and Philly are chasing the 5 seed. They don't play each other. I believe Seattle plays Boston, Philly plays Miami. So I am. It's unfortunate I have to root for Miami to beat Philadelphia so that my team has a better seed. But that's going to be a rough match for me to watch. A lot of huge implications for the last couple of matches in Stage 3 playoffs.
Absolutely.
We have our Stage 3 cast-in leaderboard. This, obviously, we have 2 weeks of matches. I believe there was like 17 matches. Or something close to that number. Johnny did 2. He's up to 7. Jonimus did 7. He's up to 11. Fluctuant also did 7. You're up to 13. Entity did 1. Notorious did his first of Stage 3. TF Magic got 2 for duo casting, and Jolteon duo casted as well. So he's up to 1 on the stage. This is the overall season now, of course. I am still in first at 30. Second place is now tied between Johnny and Entity. They're both at 25. Third place is still JD, but with Fluctuant and Jonimus' 7 matches casted, Fluctuant's at 13, Jot's at 12. They're just behind JD, battling for third. Technically fourth, because there's a tie for second. Meanwhile, Magic and Jolteon join the party. Notorious gets his third. It's hell of a week for casting. Shout out you two.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, hella fun. I agree.
We have some clips. I went on a sabbatical the last week. It's why I didn't cast anything. So we only hear, hey, what the hell did I just do? You didn't see any of that. We have some clips to show. This is, I think, from 3 weeks
Mirage
ago.
gonna be able
I
to get the
forgot
instant
about
trade.
it. It's an S&D.
Wise back off of your Mirage, but
Oh my
Oh.
god!
no wait.
Oh my god! No way he gets those kills!
Mirage is him.
And now,
Yeah, and then he goes on to finish that round and gets the ace. That was insane. I mean,
Boston, LA losers round 2. We have a Frost 4K.
Pinch did not work. Frost going top ring, gonna try and pinch now. Could find multiple here.
W's job at a
finds all
caster,
three.
switching off the flanker.
Frost.
4-piece though. Frost gets
it's
the
very
four.
unfortunate we couldn't get the cap off that, but that was just Frost takeover. We've ever seen it.
This is a mean clip, but I thought I would show it.
up, they're all spawning blue. He knows they are. Smoke's just gonna just sit on this hill and just sit here. He knows he has a trophy. Up, they're all
Whoever
spawning
clipped
blue. He
this did a
knows they
very
are.
poor
Smoke's
job,
just gonna
but-
just sit on this hill and just sit here. He knows he has a trophy. He's not popping the trophy though. They're gonna be able to dodge. Look at 8
Grace on the flag.
Grace move.
Grace. Grace shooting ghosts, unfortunately, on the flank. And those were the clips. That was all I got sent. We already showed the 2-piece nifty nade. Harley, did you want to do the game time? Your call.
I was gonna say yes, but I did not expect that to take an hour and 10 minutes. I I think we can end
We're
it
at
there
an
and save
hour
the
and
game
3
for
minutes,
next.
dog, but sure.
Is it 3? Okay.
This will take 5 minutes, bro.
We can do it. I'll let you do it. Or am I doing it?
No, we're doing it together.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, we have a game time today. Shout out Sporkle. This is the wrong website. What the hell? Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Pro players. We're naming everyone who was in the Pro League during Black Ops 4, because why not? 10 minutes timer, but I'm sure we'll probably give up before then. Harley, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Come on.
All right, Thebes.
Let's rip it really fast.
Kenny,
Slasher,
Octane,
Slasher,
Yeah.
Enable,
Enable.
Priesta.
How do you
Probably
spell
obvious.
priest? Is it 2 H's?
There's an E after the I.
It is after the I, isn't it? If I could learn how to
Yes.
spell. So it's
And it's priest, A.
there it
There
is.
you go.
Okay.
Alright, nice.
units. That was rated. I think Joe. Okay, yep.
I only know Cammy on this team.
Cammy, that's a good shout. Nolson. Who was their 5th, bro? Was it Josh? No.
No.
Or 2. It's not Josh. Oh, God. We're going to come back. Elevate. That was the former Train Hard team, I think. So that's Whalers. Yeah, Profeezi, I think.
I think you're right about
If I knew how to
Profeezi.
spell Profeezi, I would type it in. Man, who was on that team, bro? Oh, no. It was Lacefield, I think. Was it Lacefield? If I could learn how to... Yeah, it was Lacefield. Let's go.
Lacefield.
Who else was on that team, bro?
Profizi, right? Like I'm not.
I swear it was Profizi. I just can't fucking spell his name.
Is it Prof like Prof and then Eezy?
Ah, it
Nice.
was Profizi. All right, Enigma 6, bro. That was
Enigma 6 should be easy.
General. Was Proto on that? No, not at that time. No, it was Brezzy.
Kismet was on it.
Kismet. Mayhem.
And then Goddard X.
It was Goddard X. Oh my god, that team
The
got
GOAT.
4th at champs, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. Actually,
Envy was no, he was on the bench.
Envy. Oh my god, I don't know if I can name anyone else. This team
Hook
was
the
terrible.
Nuke. He was on Spot. When the fuck was Hook on Spot?
Yeah, he was on Splice. That'd be a fun.
Gunless was on that Envy team. It wasn't still silly. It was still a Cillian Assault. Who was their 5th? I thought it was Pharaoh. Rest in peace.
Oh,
it was Decimate.
Oh yeah, Decimate.
It was Deci, bro. What a terrible team that was. E United.
All right, rip this one fast. Arcades, Pristini, Clay, Abizi, Simp. I mean,
Prestini, 2 N's. Yep. Simp and Abezi.
and Abizi.
EG that year
easy.
was
This was attach.
Lamar accuracy.
This is the attach accuracy gang.
Attach.
I think JCap was on the squad.
It was, and then it was Canadian John Exotic, and how could we forget Timmy? Phantoms.
I don't think it was Phantoms. I think it was
What?
no. Oh.
Was it Fellow, was it?
Oh, no.
He was the
No, it's
sub.
not Fellow. It's Apathy.
Was it Appa? It was Appa. Phantoms was on that team. This is for champs, so he did get dropped, didn't he? I thought it was Timmy though. FaZe Clan, Asim, Cell, Liam, Zuma, Scraps. Who was their 5th?
Oh my god. I was struggling as the name Scraps.
It was 0. Okay. It was 0. Scraps was on FaZe. I can't really remember that. Gen G was Havoc. Maniac. You're really making me spell major, bro.
That's insane.
No, Spacely got dropped. It was Envoy.
Gen G
Mox.
was
It wasn't Nagafin. It was Nagafin.
I think it was. I was
it
going
was
to rip Nagafin. Yep.
Alright, so there's 2 methods. Thank you, Gabe. Metals was on that team.
Yep.
This was Lucky, I think. Was Sukri on that team? No, Sukri got dropped for someone.
Sukri got dropped.
Man, who were the Spaniard? Because it was. Who was the Spaniard? It really wasn't Sukri. Because Sukri got dropped for someone, I think.
Was Journey?
Oh, that's a good shout. Yep. Now
I don't know the last one.
It was Sukri, but they dropped Sukri for this player.
I don't know. I'm
The
blanking.
Spaniards, bro. Luminosity was John.
Luminosity's easy.
Slacked.
John.
Formal. Brack and Skies.
Yeah.
Midnight. Oh God.
Oh shit.
I know the old
think of
Midnight.
You may think of Midnight and the Big 2-6.
I know Jet Li, Parzillion, Llama. Was Llama still there? Llama was still there.
Okay, I think I can rip off. I think was Parasite on this team?
That's
oh my god, what a pull. What a pull. That's all I can do. That's all I can give you right now.
No, because I know the OG Midnight team with Jet Li and Parzillion and them, but he wasn't still on it. No, okay.
Man. Yeah, no, we have to come back to this one.
Alright, Optic was obviously Scum.
Okay.
TJ,
Yeah, I'll let you get this one.
Karma, Dashi, and
Krim. Yeah.
Reciprocity, that is Alex.
Whew.
That is
Yep.
Dens. That
is Dylan.
Dylan.
Waskins.
If I could spell Dylan, thank you. Waskins.
I can't
And
think
their
of the last one.
fifth was. I know this. It wasn't Shawnee, was it? No, he was the sub, you
That's
asshole.
Johnny's a sub. There you go.
Fuck, no. Who was it? It wasn't. No, Joe was on. Oh, that's gonna piss me off, actually.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I
That's gonna
can't. I'm
anger me
blanking.
so bad. Yeah, alright. Splice, at this point, was
Who the
Jerd,
hell was on Splice?
Looney.
Yeah, Aqua.
That's right.
Was Donnie on this team?
Yo, big pull, bro.
Oh,
And UYU.
I don't know. I
Methods,
can't. You got
Phantom,
UIU, bro. I can't do this one.
Ricky. No, he was a
Good pull.
No, he was LG's coach. That's right. Bro, these teams were like weird. Oh wait,
Was Ricky?
it's not Gorgo. He was on this team. Gorgo was on the team at some point, bro. No, Ricky was. He was on that team, but he was the coach for LG at this point.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to, because Mayhem was on this team, but he got picked up to Enigma 6. I remember that. Because that was that rookie 1v2.
Methods, Phantoms. I feel like Methods and Classic
Dude, was
team
it not
too.
like, oh wait, fucking Canadian royalty. He was on Midnight?
Oh,
Yo.
okay. Hey, good pull. Good pull. Methods in Classic team tier, right?
Is it Nikki D, bro? It's Nikki D, bro.
Wow.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't got the other ones. I don't know.
Yo. My brain, I'm trying to remember. Past.
UAU, I'm good off of, bro. You got that one.
Who, like, I know it's not. Jet Li was out the. It's not Robbie B. Who was on this elevate? Who's that? The units guy is gonna piss me off.
I think I'm blanking.
Any chat has been no chat help. That's awesome.
They all just dipped, I think.
No one wants to help us.
I think we can come up with Midnight. Midnight did good, right? Like they were.
I just like it's OG Midnight, bro. It's not the good Midnight. That's the thing.
Was Frosty?
Oh, that's a great pull.
Oh wow.
Bro, who was their fifth though? That's the thing.
It's got to be some random that never played again. Am I tripping?
Oh wait!
Is it
Zed? It was Zed. It was the reciprocity game.
okay?
Dude, who was it,
Oh,
bro?
okay. Blast was on this team. Well, I don't know if it's gonna count. BLAZT.
Oh, Blastful. Blast. Yeah, oh, that's a good shot.
UYU.
Bro,
10
wait.
seconds. Okay.
Saints! Yeah. Nato! Let's go, Nato!
Oh. We're gonna miss it by one, bro.
Wee Man!
Man!
No! Flock is gonna roast my shit for forgetting Wee Man. That's the greatest player in COD history, bro. I forgot Wee Man. No!
We forgot Emery's, believe. Zaptius? Yeah, I was not getting Zaptius. You got it, bro.
And Vortex. I don't feel bad about Vortex, bro.
I don't either.
I forgot Wee Man. What the fuck, bro?
That's impressive, though. Like, I'll take that any day. 94%.
I guessed Proto like 4 times because I was like he used to be on Enigma 6. M. Ruiz was also on that team and he got
yeah.
I forgot to do the other members. I forgot Wee Man, bro. Oh, that's so tragic.
Good run, though.
I forgot Wee Man.
94%. Good run.
Oh, no. All right, bro. Well, this has been the Drama League Telegram. Thank you all for watching. Why don't you put your scores? Put your scores, in the comments. I guess. Thank you all for watching.
See y'all later.
Get trauma merch at swordart.com.